whenever you want.
Oh, I always want. Welcome to SEO Conspiracy.com.
Should I fire myself? should I just give it to her?
Ooh, I'm sure that more than half of your watchers right now are thinking, yeah, give it to her, man. Just give it to her. Put her under her misery.
Well, we're far away, so I can't do. There's just so much that I can do, and
remote control.
Remote control.
Those things. I could send you a cock ring. You could send me a vibrator, and we could hook each other up and just press it every once in a while.
Well, now with where we're going with virtual reality, we'll just have to put on some glasses and we'll be, it'll feel real. It'll be like the suit, and you have everything. It's ready. It's ready.
Yeah.
It's the porn industry is always first on the edge of those kind of technologies.
Oh, absolutely.
Since the beginning. Photography, video, everything.
Yep. What were the first photographs? Naked women.
The first time I put on glasses to see 3D things was during an event, adult event.
Yeah.
Anyways, today I put you in the difficult situation because it's definitely.
Oh yeah, something I straddle.
You're
constantly my leg over.
You are sitting on both sides. I prefer. My side is not the easy side. It's not the easy way, which is Google your guidelines. The project, I wanted to print them on toilet paper. I could not find a supplier. You can print a couple of words on each sheet, but no supplier could print the whole thing. That's what I think about the Google guidelines.
You could always print them on paper yourself and just post them on a hook in the bathroom and use those as toilet paper, but it will clog up your system. So...
No, that was to use as a
giveaway.
For the goodies bag. Yeah.
Guidelines. Instead of a cookie or a chocolate, here's some toilet paper. I did actually go to a conference where we were given toilet paper. The toilet paper was red. I'm not entirely clear on the reason for it, but I was afraid to use it. It's not healthy to use toilet paper that is dyed on your nether regions, let alone one as heavily red dyed as that, especially if you're a girl.
Go baby wipes. Those are very comfy.
Completely moist baby wipes. Wow. It's a revolution that you'll never get into until you try.
Well, they make adult versions now, so you don't have to be ashamed to have baby. But it's an excuse. If you have baby wipes, then you're like, okay, no, it's
flushable
in case there's a baby. So okay, we are talking about.
All of a sudden, there was this baby, and I needed baby wipes. Thank God, I bring my baby wipes with me everywhere.
So explain your stand, because Google guidelines, you are on both sides of the fence. You have a lot of respect for certain parts, and other parts you are. So please.
So I understand. Well, because I'm old, right? I'm very old, as you well know. I'm old, and I've been in this industry for a long time. So I have a certain amount of sympathy for the need.
Stop. Like she always likes to remind everybody, she started SEO in 1876. We know.
So I have a certain amount of sympathy for Google and why they've had to create their guidelines. Why? Because we were shitting all over them when they first came out. The joke used to be that you could rank for Britney Spears nude photos and then take them to a car website because it was so easy to do. And Google Bowling, throw a bunch of links at something and you can make it rank for whatever you wanted that was in the anchor text. And so Google has come through these times and tried to do stuff that's right for the user. If I don't find what I'm looking for, I'm fucking hacked off. So I get why they're doing it. But at the other side of the fence, on the other side of the fence, I also believe that you have to push limits, and that means breaking the rules. And yes, I understand John Mueller, who's an advocate, not an engineer. He might also be an engineer, but his role is more of an advocate, and he advocates for SEOs as much as he advocates for Google. So he and Danny Sullivan and other people are inside of Google fighting for us not getting screwed over. But at the same time, we're constantly screwing them over. So I understand both sides, and I work with people. We buy links, but the way that I do it is I try to make my link budget go further by buying access to audiences as well at the same time that are relevant and valid for my client, because I've made money off of link buying, but Google says link buying's wrong. So yes, I buy links and I'm public, and I've never ever said that I don't buy links. But what I don't do is buy shitty links that are going to end me up with a penalty. Now, I've done it for my own site for testing. So if you check my blog, you'll see that it has like hacked site links. It's got spammy comment links. It's got all sorts of shit pointing at it because I do a lot of testing. I've bought SERP clicks where they click on the search results. I've tested and I've looked at the long-term results of that. So I'm always testing shit as well. You know, for a client, I've got lots of corporate clients. I can't do that for them. For casinos, yeah, totally. If I'm working in the casino area, I'm not right now, but if I was working there again, 100% shady shit. But pharma, not Viagra, pharma, proper pharma, which I've worked in. So boot stuff that's sold at Boots. So Bayer, Novartis, whatever. You cannot pull that shady shit. So because I have clients and have had clients on both sides, I understand and fully embrace both sides. I am a black hat spammer. I will go on and I will spam forums. I still maintain a list of identities that I've had to run around and log on from various laptops for because, you know, Google's now going to take it away if I don't log on for 6 months. They also have Yahoo email addresses. Yes, I have personas with Yahoo email addresses. They go on forums, they have Facebook, they have LinkedIn, and they're getting like approaches on LinkedIn and shit. That's the weirdest part. But these personas go off, they don't exist. And they don't illegally plug stuff, but I use them to push stuff out to forums and blogs and stuff like that. That is shady. That's black hat. But I can't do that with Novartis. I can do that with Bet365, but I cannot do that with Novartis. So that is why I straddle both worlds. I understand the risks that are involved and I mitigate them as much as possible for a small business. But like right now I'm working with a publisher and we've created content and we're in the middle of creating some more content that's never been created before, research that has never been done before. It's taking us forever. But we're doing this for the links. And yeah, we're doing it for the links, 100%. But we're building something that is unique and new, and that's totally white hat. And we will reach it out in a purely white hat manner. We will not do any black hat. But if I was building links for like, I don't know, Bet365, 888.com, whatever, then yeah, I might be looking at buying as well as building.
It's not only about links. Of course, the big problem is backlinks. The main 90% of the debate here is about Google saying you should not do links. Even they cited Tim Berners-Lee and Vint Cerf supposedly saying that links, like in the last fight with Australia Press, right? Because the Australian media wanted Google to pay every time they use a link, and they say no, we don't pay for links, it's against our guidelines, and we are not the only ones who say it's not good for the web. But I come from branding. I've done press and public relations back in the early 90s. There's a trade-off. There's always buying a citation or a link or whatever you want to call it. it's the way it works. The people who talk about it from Google have never done outreach. They don't know what it's like. And now my position is I started as a search engine hacker, not a black hat SEO. Why? Because I started with SEO contests. I started with the second SEO contest ever in the world, and I've done dozens. And within the framework of a SEO contest, there are no rules.
Yeah.
Negative SEO,
Because you're not
spam
building
indexing. So you can play
for competition.
and you find the flaws.
Yeah.
I found some flaws. For example, the PageRank theft. I don't know if you remember, but you could display. Yeah. I can't exactly tell you from which forum. This is a guy who was in the northwest of France and did JavaScript redirect, and in the cache there was the snippet in the SERP did not correspond to the page. So we looked at the cache and we're like, there's something weird going on because the page rank was also changed. So we launched a dark SEO team. So URL hijacking, page rank theft, Google bombing, duplicate content, the issue of duplicate content, which is not fixed.
A different domain, yeah.
Those are flaws that I was investigating. I was not just, and I think that's why also Google tolerated me, and even Matt Cutts paid homage on April 1st, 2007. If you look at, search for Dark SEO team and you'll see the fake Matt Cutts hack from April 1st, where he said Dark SEO team hacked me, and there is LB. He was saying, hey, got you.
Yeah. The weirdest moment of my life was meeting Matt Cutts at PubCon, thinking that he wouldn't know who I was because my spamming was so under the radar, I thought. And he knew who I was. And that was me kind of going, shit. And that was like a long time ago. And I really did not think he would know who I was because I was not working on big sites then. I was not spamming the hell out of everything. I was just under the radar still a little bit. I think I was starting to speak, but not much because I was trying to clean up everything before I was too known.
Well, he knew because we wrote an open letter to Matt Cutts to explain all those flaws, but we didn't say who we were. But out of all the letters in the alphabet, just putting this L and this B in caps was just I took it the right way, saying, okay, you tolerate me because I'm a what's called a white hat hacker in the hacker world, not a black hat SEO. So he, I didn't know if he appreciated it, but he understood how we were exposing flaws.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, making money with black hat SEO, I know where is my place. I could have made a gazillion dollars by pulling out tools to build website automatically. I could have made a lot. I always refused to do that. I had many opportunities to do it because I know that as soon as I do that, then my file on the Google server will go from orange to red. So I know where is my place, and also because I have a network of sites. I'm doing some stuff, but it's so separated. Nobody, not even Google, can. I don't even really know. it's so separated, from whatever I do everywhere else. But now, if you are just want to remind yourself that Black Hat SEO works, spam
Yeah.
works. Go on a query like Rolex replica, cheap Louboutin, or Louboutin pas cher. The French version, hacked sites, hacked sites, hacked sites, hacked sites, and again and again.
It works, and that's why they keep hacking them, or they wouldn't keep hacking them. And like I said, I've bought links off of hacked sites. It's a marketplace. There's no doubt in my mind that it continues to this day because it works. And if Google wasn't enabling it, it wouldn't work. So that's why we keep buying links, but I don't buy shitty links like that. I buy high quality links that are going to give me access to somebody's network that they've built, their audience. I want that. I want people who are likely to give me money, not just shitty links to rank better because this week people are looking for whatever. So I straddle both sides. And yeah, I do some kind of really dodgy stuff, but it's all in the name of good, honest, wholesome, conversions.
I think it's time. I've said it again and again. Google, it's time to chill. Okay, it's done. You won. Penguin, everybody is scared. Nobody does build links anymore. That's it. True. There's only the Russians and the Chinese because the only footprint that the Black Hat SEO can hide is the money trail.
Yes.
Because you can't open like as an infinite number of PayPal accounts and whatever. So they will always be able to track that unless you are the Russian mob and you can, you gave like 300 rubles or whatever currency is in Russia to some guy to go open a bank account, a company and start over. 90% of the spam is from China, Russia. The Koreans are pretty good too. France, Europe, we're all artisan. We are all like just small, tiny players.
And spam, as opposed to industrial spam.
Yes, and I'm talking about Black Hat SEO. I'm talking about because the French Black Hats they go like on niche because they don't do they go on very like keywords where there's nobody. Okay, so they go very under the radar because also there's something that people need to understand, that the index of Google is very simply, the query Viagra is not filtered like the query bed and breakfast rental in buttfuck Arizona. Okay,
so they have filtering on them, but that's because there's so much hacking going on in Viagra. If you look at Irish Wonder and I did a video on it on the SERPs, and so it's saved now, so you can actually go back and see. But while we were recording it, the SERPs were in flux because they're constantly changing. So these are SERPs that are always going to be changing. I have a little bit of a girl black hat crush on the main competitor of my client, one of my clients, because I love what they're doing, but it is so black hat. I can't do it with my client. We just can't play. We can't go head to head with them because the client is unwilling to do that. But they're doing things like they take old domains that they buy and they pay good money for them, redirect them to the relevant section of their website. So totally 100% relevant. We're not talking about just blanket spam. Very relevant sites they're buying with very relevant backlinks being forwarded, redirected to very relevant sections of their site. And then they continue to link build to those old domains that are being redirected.
Interesting.
So smart. I love that they do that. And there's so many other things that they're doing. But be careful, kids, because if you do that wrong, you do pick up a penalty. And that could be for a very long time. So do be careful. And yes, you can kill the redirect, but still, the taint of it lingers in the air long after the link is gone. So I love what they're doing. And that's not the only thing. They're doing tons of stuff. And it is really, really great stuff. And I think they're doing good stuff. But it's also very black hat. It's very spammy. And it's not something that I can do with a legitimate publicly traded client.
Ideally, I would say I like to go from the high class content marketing thing, right, to the proper around the topic. You what I do with SEO Conspiracy. That's pure content marketing. Okay, there is no SEO at all on SEO Conspiracy. That's yeah. Don't go on SEOconspiracy.com. There's not one bit of SEO, and most definitely not installed Yoast plugin. Anyways, the thing is, you have to control some of your links. So if you're able to build an organic link profile, and within this organic link profile, maybe 1/4, 1/3, if you really want to push the needle, 1/2, then private link networks, link swap. I'll give you a pro tip. Link swap, how do you get rid of that filter? Site A links to B today, B links to A in 6 weeks or more, and you will pass the link swap filter. No problems. So use everything you have, but you know what? The biggest secret of them all. So yeah, first, before the big secret is the private links network. If it's done well, if it's done with love, if you build, always my test. Can you show it to my mom? Can your piece of content or that 5-page website to get some page rank out of it? Can I show it to my mom? Or can you show it to your mom? It's your website, okay? And if you can, that's why the private links network websites are built are expensive, because they're real websites.
Yeah, absolutely. The one that they're using, 8,000 plus strong network, at least 8,000 websites. Yeah. And they are ones, they look a little dated and a little old, but they're up to date. Some of them are a little old, as in like 2019 was the last time you can see content that's dated, but you could read them. They have relevant content. It is organic looking. It looks real, but they are not. They are just PBN sites. But 8,000 of them can, mind you, the vertical is worth millions, but think about that for a minute, and then think about what they're doing in casino and things like that. So this kind of work, 8,000 plus sites, is nothing compared to what you do in casino. But for this vertical that's worth that much money on ad revenue, it's definitely something that is worthwhile. 8,000 websites built up over 2 years. Yeah, fuck yeah. You can absolutely do that. And as you make more and more money, because you're ranking number 3 and then 2 and then 1,
Oh, we lost her. Well, I'll finish this one because we're at the end. But maybe she'll find us again before the end. I don't know why it's cutting off like this. But anyways, what's important now that I can shut up, I can speak by myself. The problem with the Google guidelines, and Judith is right, it's important to have some kind of rules. Oh, damn. I thought I was going to be able to finish by myself without you, and you are back.
Oh, don't you just wish that you could finish off before a pesky partner comes?
I was saying, finally, I got her to shut up and I can conclude by myself. But here you are, you pop up again.
Yeah, I always like to be there for the finish.
No, I was actually just saying that you're right. They do need some kind of guidelines because they do. Okay, the only problem is that one, we spoke about it off the record, so we won't go into it, the whole like paywall problem with the press sites, because otherwise we're back for like another 3 hours. But also those rules, people are scared. People, it's built on fear, especially since Panda and Penguin. It's psychological warfare tactics, and the way they handle it is just people don't know. People are afraid. People are afraid to build links, and for real. And like you cited your client, and I don't think. As long as it makes sense, as long as it's not just like writing like a pig, as long as the topics match, as long as it's proper, why do you care if there is 1, money exchange, or 2, you frame a scenario like link bait or whatever you do to get the link? It's not none of your business. Press and public relations existed before you existed, Google. I was there in the 90s. And I know what you had to do to journalists.
To them. But yes, as a blogger, I know that too. But for a laugh, look up Matt Cutts' video where he tried to discern between whether a gift was payment in kind or not.
We are getting into a complicated territory here because it's also a big issue within the news industry. Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that the journalists are biased, and the fact that the real journalists must suffer deeply. I feel a lot of pain for them when they see what the industry became. But that's another talk for another day, my dear.
Yep. But for now,
we can conclude. We can finish each other off.
The money shot.
What does that mean? I never heard that one. The money shot.
So in porn, you have hardcore and softcore. Hardcore, you actually have to show penetration. Softcore, you don't. So you film all your hardcore shots, and then the money shot is when the guy comes so that you can prove that he was hard and actually penetrating her, and so you shoot the ejaculation.
Got it.
After that, they don't show the penetration, so the guy is actually soft, but he makes it look like he's actually penetrating her. But by placing the camera at a particular angle and hands and things like that, you can't see that he's actually flaccid at that point. And they're reshooting the same scene, but for softcore version rather than hardcore.
I remember that one. I love when I can go to sleep less dumb than the day before. Thanks to you. Okay, the money shot. That will be part of my language. I will most definitely use that one again. But for next one, we are talking about penetration because we are talking about engagement. So, yeah, engagement, penetration. Fooling around.
You get paid for the sex you just had with that porn actress. You have to show that you actually got off. Oh, I can't. I really feel for the boys. I really do. I can't imagine keeping an erection while you have a full film crew around you. That's what you don't.
They got pills now. Like think about the guy in the 80s. They were the heroes. Yeah. Now they just they take a pill and that's it.
Yeah, you have to focus and think. And
back in the days before the blue pills and all that.
Yeah.
Those are the true heroes. Today, nah. Yeah, medicine is. They can. I mean, in medicine, if they want to make you lift that finger in 15 minutes, they can, okay? They can like have something that they inject and they say, okay, in 15 minutes, that finger is going to go up.
I don't know that it'll ever come down again, and it might be irreparably damaged, but we can make it go up.
Okay, stop. 29 minutes. We gotta go. We gotta shut this thing down. Engagement. We changed the title because we spoke with Dixon about social signals. No, I think the discussion is about engagement. The new backlink, especially Google Discover on mobile, Yes, it's the same algorithm, the same index, whatever, but I think the signals are a little bit different, and we'll debate on that next week. And we won't shower and won't change before next week.
I'm already in my bathrobe.
So let's see you with the same cleavage and bathrobe next Monday. Thank you, Judith.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching.